Hello everybody and welcome back. Mr. Youngman here, and today we're going to be going over how to do a recording using our webcam that's built into our iMac. So to get started, we're going to want to make sure that we have open our podcast worksheet so that we're going to be able to read right off of this when we need it. For now, I'm going to minimize it using this yellow button to kind of put it away. To start the actual recording process though, we're going to start by going to this magnifying glass in the top right of the screen and clicking it with the left click on our mouse. This is going to open Spotlight Search. Spotlight is one of the most effective ways of finding applications on your iMac computer. I'm going to click on Spotlight Search to make sure it's selected, and then I'm going to type in QuickTime Player. It should have a small blue Q icon next to it. That's how you know it's the right one. We're going to double click on it in order to open QuickTime Player. Now it looks like nothing has happened here, but in actuality, something has changed. This QuickTime Player option wasn't up here in the top before, and now it is. With this, we can confirm that QuickTime has actually opened. Next, we're going to go to File and select New Movie Recording. This will open a live feed of your webcam. It's going to be important to make sure that we keep this sound slider muted all the way down. Otherwise, our computer is trying to say whatever we say to it back to us, and we don't want that. So let's just make sure this is all the way down by clicking and dragging it to the left. Once we're ready to start a recording, we're going to use this red button in the center to start. I'm going to click that now. And you can see that this number has started to count up. This means that the recording is actually happening, and we can confirm that the time is getting longer. Now that we've started our recording, we're going to shrink down this window by holding our mouse over the bottom right corner of it. Holding down the mouse button, we're going to slide this up and to the left to make this as small as we possibly can. Once we've shrunk it down, we're going to switch to our worksheet that has all of our information on it. To do this, I'm going to click on the Safari icon at the bottom right of the screen. This shows the window that was previously open, and it shows the one that we need. So I'm going to click on this to open the time capsule worksheet, and you'll notice that the video has frozen. We're going to want to make sure that the video stays active and in front of everything else in order to prevent it from freezing. To do that, all I did was select the QuickTime Player icon at the bottom of the screen. And that just makes sure that we can still see ourselves when we're recording. If we can't see ourselves when we're recording, then the video will freeze on us. So let's be very careful of that. So just by moving our screen a little bit out of the way, we're able to still read our answers to our time capsule worksheet. So if we just scroll down, you can see that we still have access to all of our information and the recording is still running. Be careful though. If you're going to try to use a scroll bar on the side of the screen, this will cause freezing again, as you can see here. Whenever we want to move on to the next part of our answers and use the scroll bar, it's going to be very important that we hit the QuickTime Q at the bottom of our screen to once again place our recording of ourselves at the forefront of everything. To restate one more time, if the movie recording is not visible to you right now, then you are not actively recording. You will record audio, but the video will freeze, so be careful of that. Once you're ready to finish your recording, hit this small gray square in the center of the recording. This will start the process of turning this into a proper video file for you. We can play back this video by hitting the play icon in the center of the player. And pausing it by hitting the pause icon that again is in the center of the screen. Once we confirm that this recording has gone the way we want it to, we can save the file by going to File at the top of the screen and selecting Save. From here, you might see a view that looks like this. This is the compact view, It's a little bit less complicated and a little bit less advanced than the one we want to use. To access the one we want, we're going to hit the small triangle to the right of where it might say desktop or it might say something else. Regardless, we're going to hit the small triangle to open the advanced full view. On the left side, we're going to click on desktop to make sure it's selected. Then we're going to give our file a name. For the sake of our time capsule project, we're going to just name it our last name _ time capsule. If the naming doesn't match up 100%, it's not a big deal. Alright, at this point, we can now hit save. And this will start the process of saving our video. Depending on your computer, this may take some time, so just be ready for that. It's now safe for us to close out of the QuickTime player by hitting this red button at the top left. And again, with the worksheet as well, we can close this. So we can hit either this red icon at the top left to close it, or the yellow icon to minimize it and just move it out of the way for now. Now we can see that our time capsule video has been saved to our desktop. I understand some of you may be concerned about your classmates or peers being able to see this video. Well, if we want to hide it from easy viewing, the best way to do that is going to be to put it into a folder. To make a new folder, we're going to hold Control and click anywhere on our blank desktop here. I'm going to click now while holding Control and then let go of Control. You'll see that we get a bunch of different options on here. Holding Control and clicking is the same as right-clicking on a PC or Chromebook computer. This is specific to Mac and is going to be the way you will access a lot of different options that you need on a computer. We're going to select New Folder now. You'll see that it automatically has the text selected. That means it's ready for renaming. Whenever we make a new folder, it's very important that we give it a new name so we know what's contained inside that folder. I'm just going to name this as my first and last name. This will be our personal working folder where we can store any files we need for any of our projects in this class. In this case, I already have one folder that's named as my name. This was here from demonstrating this process in class. For this recording purpose only, I'm going to add a 1 to the end of the folder name. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I have to do. Once we have finished naming it, we're just going to click anywhere else on the desktop to finish naming it. If we accidentally make a mistake when we're naming our folder, we do have the ability to rename it. Again, we're going to hold Control, click on the folder, let go of Control, and select Rename by clicking on it. Then we can add or remove letters as needed. Once we're finished, we can just click off of the folder in order to finalize our selection. In order to open our folder and see what's inside of it, we're going to double click on it. Double clicking is going to be where we use our mouse to click on something twice in very fast succession. I'm going to do that now. And you'll see that this has opened up the folder so we can see what's inside. Right now, there's nothing. Let's fix that. I'm going to hold Control and click on any of the blank space inside of this folder. Letting go of Control, I'll select New Folder. We're going to name this one 01-Time Capsule. This is because it's the first project and it's the time capsule project. We're going to double click on this folder in order to open it. Inside of this time capsule folder, we're going to repeat the process 2 more times. Hold Control, click on the blank space, let go of Control, select New Folder, and this one will be named Footage. Again, hold Control, select the blank space, let go of Control, New Folder, and this one will be called Project. We can double click the footage folder at this point in order to open it. Lastly, we're going to move our time capsule video from the desktop into this folder. We can do this by holding the mouse button down on our video and just sliding it over into our footage folder and then letting go of the button. This will successfully move our video from our desktop into our folder. One last thing, if you would like to see what was in the previous folder that you selected, you can always use this back arrow at the top to go one folder up. So I went all the way back up to my personal folder for this class, and we can see that we have 01-time capsule inside of here. That's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see each and every one of you back in class. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.